Hello and welcome to episode 11 of Terminology Tuesday, where I have a term of the week and I break down what it means and where it fits into the bigger picture that is the sport of dodgeball. And this week's term of the week is clean block versus dirty block. So I'm going to break down the differences between the two and some rules to keep in mind and how to avoid those dirty blocks. So let's jump right into it. What is a clean block? A clean block is essentially when you only have ball-to-ball contact. So you're cleanly blocking the ball into the ground or into the wall or into a dead object, essentially. So only ball-to-ball contact. It would mean that you are not out on the play. A dirty block is the opposite of that. For example, the most popular dirty block would be when it hits your fingers and the ball at the same time. So you would be out on that play. However, it's called a dirty block because for something as little as your fingers on the ball, 95% of the time, the refs and the other team aren't going to catch that it hit your fingers. So it's up to you to use the honor system and call yourself out. And it's called a dirty block because we have an issue in dodgeball because we play off the honor system that a lot of people don't take those close outs like that. And so it's a dirty play and or a dirty block. And now it comes back to haunt those players because we film a lot nowadays, especially at these big tournaments, and you can catch some of that on film. It gives these players a bad reputation. So super important, dodgeball is all about the honor system. If it hits your fingers and the ball at the same time, you are out. Now other forms of dirty blocking is if you hit the ball into yourself, somewhere else besides your fingers, or you hit it into a teammate, though usually when that happens, it's very obvious, and so the player usually calls himself out without the ref needing to say anything. It's still technically a dirty block, but the one that is the worst and the most common is the finger and ball block. So a technique I like to use to avoid finger blocks or dirty blocks is a tucking technique with the ball, where I push my thumbs into the ball and I tuck my fingers back, so it's very unlikely that my fingers are going to get hit. And now I break this down and kind of show a nice close-up angles of this in my blocking tips video, so I'm going to link that in the description for you guys to check out. It just takes a lot of trial and error and practice to get really good at blocking and to avoid those finger hits. I hope you found this video helpful, and don't forget to check out my blocking video in the description for more helpful tips, and feel free to drop a comment with any other dodgeball terms you'd like me to cover, and I'll see you guys at the next one.